Hello, riders. Today we're going to take a look at Bitcoin, which is overbought right now on the daily chart. We're going to see whether is that a good thing or a bad thing. Should we worried or not? So first things to say that this is never a time to be worried. We have to be occupied with the charts and making a plan. So this is right here on my screen, the one-day chart for Bitcoin. And what we see right now is this is the chart without our indicator. So if we enable the Rider Algo number 2 and we go to settings and we check this RSI limit overbought line, this red line appears. And what happens is that when Bitcoin is above the red line, it means that Bitcoin is overbought. If you don't have access to our indicators, you could add a simple RSI indicator, which is free. You choose this one right here. This is the RSI, and you can see when the purple line is above this square right here, the asset is overbought. In this case, we use our indicator, which is much more easier to read, in my opinion. And we can see the price above this line, then it's overbought. Okay. So Bitcoin is overbought. Now, usually most traders miss the whole crypto pump because they are afraid when Bitcoin gets overbought on the daily chart or on the weekly chart. But on the contrary, Bitcoin tends to pump really hard when it enters the overbought zone on the daily chart. We're going to see this chart right here. Look all the times with this blue arrow. It marks the time when Bitcoin went above the overbought limit line, this red line here, and it pumped. You can see here, went above and it pumped. Here, pump. This is a very zoom out chart. This is 2014, 2023. This is a very zoom out chart. These price increases are probably 30, 40% price increases. You can see Bitcoin overbought and stay there for a few days. Then this is the time when the biggest pump on Bitcoin occur. So imagine you don't trade it, so you don't have any position or you exit position alone, you will miss all this movement that happens while Bitcoin is overbought and while it remains overbought all this time. But it is also a double-edged sword. Why? Because also when Bitcoin stops being overbought, it will most probably occur a sharp decline on its price. You can see if Bitcoin was overbought here. Let me zoom in this chart. You can see Bitcoin was overbought, it stopped being overbought, and we have a sharp decline. Same here or same here. This occurs more often than not. Bitcoin overbought, stop being overbought, sharp decline, sharp decline. So it is a double-edged sword when Bitcoin is overbought. On one hand, a major pump might occur, but on the other hand, it could also happen a sharp correction. So it is definitely not a moment to enter high leverage position and keep it those positions for too long open. It is most recommended to have only a spot position or very low leverage position for Bitcoin. So in this case, if we enable also our trend Rider Algo number 1, you can see that the bull signal flashed right here around 20,000, 22,000. An attention signal also appeared at the same time. So really the attention signal appeared at 22,000, the bull signal confirmed at 24, right now Bitcoin is at 28. So really a time to enter the market was around this area when this bull signal entered on the one-day chart, especially when the bull signal confirmed. Right now it is a different game. We're playing a catch-up game. So Bitcoin right now is overbought. So what you could do is if you want to chase this Bitcoin pump, potentially pump, a continuous pump here, is to enter position, but keep a close track of the red line. Why? Because if Bitcoin closes below and start trading below the red line, then you know that it's losing bullish strength and it might correct and went down to touch the rider band right here around 25,000. That could happen and will also still be very bullish. Bitcoin could be still bullish as well. Also, something that is very different, and you can see here, this is the last major pump that we had from 17,000 to 23, a very, very massive pound, approximately 33%. And when this pump really started to accelerate when Bitcoin went overbought, you can see right here, all this pump happened while Bitcoin was overbought. So this is what I was talking about. However, the entry point here was when the bull signal confirmed around 70,000, or probably when I tested this huge green zone several times. We have a probable signal here, so this was a perfect time to enter for spot positions and hold it all the way up. So right now is, as I said before, double-edged sword moment. If you wanna be in position for Bitcoin, make sure you have no or zero leverage. And if you want to play it more carefully, wait for a potential test of the rider band on the daily chart. So this is it, guys. Remember, Bitcoin is overbought right now. It just went overbought on the daily chart. It's not a reason to worry, but also it is a moment to pay a lot of attention to the chart. Be very careful with your leverage. Stay tuned for more updates and have a good trading week.